Hi and welcome back for some Gran Turismo 7 action. We're in Daily Race A with the Ford Sierra Cosworth at the Watkins Glen short circuit. DR and SR were turned off for this race, but despite that I had some of the cleanest racing I'd had all week. Now the Ford Sierra Cosworth I'd been looking forward to trying out since they added it to the game. It's an all-time classic, especially if you're as old as I am. My granddad used to have a regular Ford Sierra, so seeing the interior for this was definitely a blast from the past. On to the race now, and I managed to qualify for this one in second position. We're picking up the action towards the end of the first lap. Things have been going pretty smoothly up until this point, when I decide to make a complete hash of this bend, turn in too early, lose a load of speed, and allowing the Punisher behind me to make a move around the outside. He pushes me a little bit wide, so I slow down and let him past, so as not to cause any contact and spin me out. Taking another little look at this, you can see me all over the place. He comes around the outside, gives me a little bit of a nudge, so I slow down to give him the space and let him through. Back up to the race, I'm trying to keep tabs with him as we come up to the next bend, and we're both going in a little bit hot. I turn in, slide around, he does the same, and I manage to get the position back as we go up the inside. Looking in the rearview mirror, you can see the guy behind the Punisher having a little bit of a nibble as we go round the bend. Checking that out again, you can see massive slide, but not as bad as the Punisher. I managed to get up the inside. Switching over to his view, and you can see the car behind him having a little bit of a nibble and trying to take him out. But he survives, and we carry on with the race. That bit of argy-bargy behind did allow me to build up a little bit of a lead over the cars behind. I'm trying to keep things nice and smooth as we're coming up to this tricky chicane section. I'm just trying to not make a mess of it and keeping an eye on the rearview mirror in case anyone tries to pump me off. I make it through okay, but I then make an absolute hash of this bend, take it way too wide to start with and start to slide the car. If you look at the gap to the car behind, you can see it start tumbling down as we're going up this straight. So I'm keeping a look in the mirrors just in case there's a lunge coming as we get towards the end. I managed to get a purple sector though, so it's not too bad. Make it round this bend. Noticing the guy behind is getting closer and closer. Fortunately, I took that corner a little bit better than the Punisher and managed to build up a little bit of a lead again. I'm thinking it's looking pretty rosy at this point. I go into this corner far too slow. Punisher does a really good job of avoiding hitting me. Let's take another look at that. As you can see, we're going up to the corner. I slide out, he also slides out, and amazingly doesn't hit me, and he manages to rescue it. He's right behind me now as we're going around the big bend, so I'm keeping an eye in my mirrors, trying to keep it clean as we're heading up to the chicane. As he's getting closer, I'm always wary that there could be a punt coming up the back end, so I'm trying to watch the gap in front and also watch the mirrors behind. Unfortunately, through this, I brake a little bit early and he does actually go into the back of me. I managed to control it okay though and get through the corner, but he's a little bit all over the place. As we'll see on the replay, gives me a little bit of a bump. I survive. He cuts the corner though, which is bad news for him. As you can see, he picks up a 1.5 second penalty. Trying to get around this bend, we're both a bit squirrely round here, but I managed to save it and he goes completely wide, as you can see in the rear view mirror. Checking it from his view, he's trying to catch up, has to correct, and it sends him wide. Which unfortunately for him, gives him another half-second penalty, both of which he probably blames me for, so I'm expecting a lunge as we go into the corner. Here he comes, and there he goes. Watching on the replay, you can see he goes for the lunge. Fortunately, the bend comes up and he totally loses it. So that leaves me free to try and catch up with the car in front, but unfortunately, the gap was just too big. And I managed to bring it home in second place. But what happened with our friend from earlier? Well, he comes tank slapping across the line in 10th. So there we have it, some daily race A action. I really enjoyed racing on this during the week. If the combo comes up again, I'll definitely be sure to try it. But anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Jimster71. Why not check out one of these videos? Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing to the channel. But until next time, I will say, bye for now.